You're tuning into Chamber Chat with the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce. My name is Emma Brooks. I'm the Director of Member and Community Relations, and my lovely co-host today is...
I'm Amy Pescia, the Executive Director of the Merrimack Valley Food Bank.
And we're really excited to have our first guest, Elizabeth Liu of Transworld Business Advisors. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
So can you tell us...
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. Can you tell us, as a Transworld Business Advisor, what is your business?
Well, our business at Transworld is helping people to buy and sell businesses. So we work with buyers and sellers of retail, small industrial, and service operations. And we work with independent business owners and also franchise owners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We help the seller prepare to sell. One of the important things that we recommend to them is that diligent books and records are very important for the 3 years before you sell. Because if a buyer, if a seller is not interested in doing financing, then a buyer is going to have to speak with a lender, and lenders require 3 years of financials. And another thing that we always recommend is to keep in mind that employees or vendors or your customers can react negatively and to learning that you're considering selling, and it can have an impact on your sales. So we always recommend discretion in talking, in who you talk to.
And I'm sure it must be an overwhelming process, so I'm sure it puts their minds at ease to have people like you there to help them.
Well, that's true, Emma. Actually, one important service that we offer a seller is to allow them to keep their efforts and their attention focused on their business, because it's very easy to let a business kind of falter as you try to sell it and lose the competitive advantage, while you're at it.
It sounds like there's a lot involved in selling a business. What services do you specialize in when you're helping somebody selling their business? And do you also work with the buyers of these businesses?
Yes, absolutely. We will represent a seller or we'll represent the buyer, not both. But when we're representing sellers, basically we first help them arrive at a price. So our first step is learning as much as we can about the business. After we've done that, we want to look at the industry and we want to see what services, first of all, we want to know what services they offer and how that differs from other people in their industry, their competitors. Then we look at the industry to see, what's going on, what forces may impact the near future. That helps us help the seller arrive at a price. Once a price is determined, at that point, we discreetly advertise on 8 different websites. So, between advertising on the websites and then beginning a strategic marketing plan, we're trying to come up with a buyer in the industry that would have a strategic advantage to our sellers' operations.
Okay, so you have specific targets.
Yes, yeah, there usually are. We start with a broadcast, a wide broadcast on these 8 to 10 websites. But once we get that up and running, then we want to start to really focus on strategic alliances.
Makes sense.
And for the buyers, our buyers, we're mostly providing education to the buyers as to what the process entails. Another thing with the buyers is they need to have their eyes on the market at all times. And so what we do is we're always monitoring the websites daily, and we also are talking to other brokers every day. So we're able to let them know of a good business that comes on the market so they can act on it quickly. Because like anything else, a really good business priced right doesn't last on the market. So that's how we work with these two.
Who are your clients?
Oh, well, our clients are let me tell you a little. My partner, Matthew Plant, he has extensive experience in the power sports industry. So that's what we consider a big segment of our target client base. He has a lot of contacts that he's still in touch with over a career, working with motorcycle dealers and snowmobile and all sorts of sports dealerships. And so he stays in touch with them, and he works currently with several of them. Over his career, he's overseen several purchases and transfers of ownership.
Oh, wow.
We also, my target market is a little more diverse, or I consider my seller market to be anyone at the crossroads. They're typically Main Street business owners. They may be forced to sell because of health or a geographic move, or they could be people, actually buyers, who have been downsized out of a career, left with a retirement fund that can help them to get into a new business venture where they can be their own boss.
And it sounds like you have a lot of contacts that can help them through that process, that provide a lot of advantages that they may not have had without you guys.
Absolutely.
Now, how can you help them to sell a business?
Well, for our sellers, our first thing is helping them derive the price. After that's done, we're going to begin the marketing campaign. But in addition to that, we're meeting with, we're actually vetting the buyers to be sure that they're financially capable, and also they have the intention to buy and they're not just kicking tires. A big part of what we offer is a way for the business owner to maintain the confidentiality, to protect their going concern. A big part of that is also protecting the business for the future buyer as well. Because sometimes knowing that there's been a transfer of ownership just causes a little bit of a strain, and so sellers benefit by maintaining confidentiality, and future buyers do as well. We help our clients to find specialists that they may need. They may need a CPA to help them with the documentation that's required by the buyer to validate, just to support the price that they're asking. And they may also need an attorney to write up the purchase and sale. After that, we coordinate all of the paper flow and really manage the whole transaction from from the first listing to closing.
Takes a lot of stress off of the owners, I'm sure.
It does, yes.
And if someone wanted to be on the buying end of the business, how do you help them?
With buyers, we basically keep them in touch, on top of the market, by with our contacts with business brokers, and also with our contacts with the business websites. It's a very decentralized marketplace, the business. It's very bifurcated. It's hard to navigate all of the different sites and what they specialize in. So it's really basically just being in that marketplace day in and day out, and knowing the tools that are available. For buyers, we also have access to valuation services that they're subscription services that are very pricey. I mean, your individual is not going to, it's not going to be cost beneficial for them to buy into this just to make a single purchase. But we're able to access data that will give us a good idea of proper valuation, and also the structure of deals in the marketplace, to give us a really clear understanding of why a business might sell for a certain amount, and what factors may have been involved in that deal that may have affected the price.
Now, can you talk a little bit about franchise development and how you work in that industry?
Absolutely. We work very closely. One of our partners is Accurate Franchising, and they are one of the big players in the franchise development marketplace. What we do, let me explain a little bit about what franchise development is. When we meet an entrepreneur who has developed a very successful operation, if there's a unique and a clearly defined model that have led them to this success, then they're great candidates for franchising, for creating a franchise. Most successful business owners want to expand. They want to increase their base, their market base, and derive the revenue flow that will come from expanding. But franchising offers an opportunity to do that without the individual, the original entrepreneur coming up with taking the capital out of the business or coming up with additional capital to expand. So the franchise development, it's a very legal, complex process of first doing a viability study and just determining whether it's a model that's going to have enough mass market to make the initial investment worthwhile. After that, there's a lot of documentation that needs to be created. There's some contracts and regulatory disclosures that need to be prepared. And then the entrepreneur is going to want to get some training documentation done. So we can help with all of that through our through our franchise development team.
Wow, that's pretty comprehensive.
I know.
It really is.
That
That's
you offer.
yeah. That's something. It's great to know about. I don't do the regulatory disclosures, of course, but we work closely with the business owners that are fortunate enough to have a operation that can be duplicated and can be expanded that way.
And how do people get in touch with you if they want more information?
Visit us on our website at www.tworld.com. We are Transworld. Well, actually, it's / North Middlesex County, or call 978-989-8900.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Elizabeth.
Thank you for having me.
Nice talking
Thank
with you.
you.
Yes, definitely. We enjoyed having you on and would love to have you back in the future.
I enjoyed it as well. Thank you.
Great. And thank you for tuning in to Chamber Chat with the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce. We will be back with our next segment.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Hi, may I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your GED.
Okay.
Take that first step towards a better future and sign up for free classes now at yourged.org.
Hi, you're back watching Chamber Chat. My name is Emma Brooks, and I'm the Director of Member and Community Relations for the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce, and my co-host is...
Amy Passio at the Merrimack Valley Food Bank.
And we're super excited for our second guest, who's also with the Merrimack Valley Food Bank, Sue Zackerer.
Hi, ladies. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
coming
joining
on.
us.
I'm happy to be here.
We're excited to have you. So what's going on at the food bank?
what isn't going on at the food bank.
I know you guys are so busy right now.
Yeah, summer is not a time that we slow down. Amy can attest to that as well, but we have just been busy. We just finished our summer feeding program for the school children while they're out, so we had our summer program going on at the different sites throughout Lowell, and we're gearing up for our annual golf tournament and our Miles for Meal 5K, so yeah, it's been busy.
Yeah, tons of stuff.
How can people get involved in the different events that you have? Maybe start with the next one that's coming up in early September.
Sure, our next one in September is our golf tournament. This is going to be our 26th annual golf tournament, and we are honoring the Lowell 5 team. Actually, it's the employees of the Lowell 5. You know, they have been such generous supporters, both the organization of the Lowell 5 itself and their employees, with their time and their everything that they've done for us. But so we have that, and there are ways that people can get involved. They can volunteer at the golf tournament, or they can certainly get out there and put a foursome together, or even, you know, a twosome, and we'd be happy to get everybody paired up. But and also sponsoring the event. You know, different organizations or companies that want to sponsor, we're always looking for that. So there are many ways to get involved.
And when is the event?
The event is September 11th, and it's at Indian Ridge Country Club. It's a scramble format, so it makes it a little easier for the weekend golfers as opposed to the pretty heavy hitters there. But it's, you know, great opportunity to get out and meet up with other like-minded people who just want to give back, and, you know, this is a great way to do it out on the golf course on a beautiful day. Indian Ridge Country Club, and it's going to be a 12 o'clock shotgun start. We have a nice little lunch ahead of time, and then dinner afterwards.
Oh, nice. So that's great that people get 2 meals.
All day, yep. And we're going to have a raffle going on, so, you know, there's other ways for people to do things. We've got the air cannon this year, which we're very excited about, too. Yeah, so instead of shooting off your golf shot, you shoot out of the cannon, and it projects out for you, and we have the
gosh.
closest to the pin, and
That
it's a lot of
sounds
fun.
so fun.
It is. It's fun. It is. I've seen it in another tournament, so having it at this one will be, you know, another element, just adding on, adding new things every year.
Now, if someone's not necessarily a golfer, but they still want to support it, can they come just for the dinner or for the raffle?
Yes, they can. They can come for the dinner, and then they can get tickets for the raffle as well. Dinner tickets are $60 per person, and we have a lovely dinner buffet at Indian Ridge, and a small program, and there'll be, you know, cocktails ahead of time.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's great. Everybody comes out, and we're just hoping for another gorgeous day. But yeah.
And just a week after that, there's another event.
A week and a day after that, we have our second annual Miles for Meals, and that's a 5K walk or run.
Nice.
Yeah, and you know, we wanted to implement something else and trying to draw in a different crowd of people, and it really was successful last year for our first inaugural run. We start and end at the ballpark, LaLasha Ballpark, so it's a lot of fun for people to kind of cross home plate as they come through the race.
Yeah.
And we have, you know, pretty much the downtown Riverwalk route, and it's a great, beautiful night out there, and we have a big fun party on the concourse afterwards. There's free pizza, hot dogs, if you're one of the runners or walkers, there's also a beverage that you are able to take advantage of, and it's just a great time out there. And every runner gets a t-shirt, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
People love that. Everyone loves
They
a nice
do.
t-shirt.
They do. And actually, I saw one of our t-shirts in a picture on social media this weekend. He was at an event out in Westford at the Brews and Blues, and he had one of our bright orange t-shirts with our Miles for Meal logo, and I was like, nice, I love that. So,
That's awesome. So it helps you advertise all year.
absolutely, right.
And what time is that?
That is at 6 o'clock in the evening, and registration's opening at 4:30, and it's all right there contained at the ballpark. There's also free parking, because I know that can be an issue sometimes, but the UMass lot will be opened up for us, and near the Songus Arena, and then also the Jeanne d'Arc Credit Union corporate lot is available. So we're going to have plenty of free parking, and people should come down and take advantage of it, and another chance to get involved and be a part of it, while also, you know, doing something for themselves as well, you know, feeling good about, you know, staying healthy.
Definitely.
And, you know, we like to say, so they can turn their miles into others' meals.
Love that.
Yeah, so.
And there are a lot of ways for people to get involved still, even though it's
Yes.
less than a month away.
It's less than a month away, but if anybody wanted to absolutely register and partake in that, they can go right to our website, and there's a link to the Lightbox registration. So if you wanted to run, it's $30 pre-registration, 35 day of the race. We're also forming teams this year, so if you had a corporate team or a family team that wanted to, try and win that prize, that's a great way to do it too. But that's the way to get involved. Also, if they wanted to volunteer, please just give us a call at the food bank or send us an email. But you can call us at 978-454-7272 and let us know that you wanted to volunteer. We, need people along the course route. We also need them at the registration table. So whatever they feel they could help out with would be great.
Do you have sponsors for this event?
We do. We have a lot of great sponsors. We had some that are returning sponsors, and then we've gotten even more this year. It's, we're very blessed. But, we have a lot of the banks and institutions in the area, Lowell 5, Eastern Bank, Align Credit Union, Mills 42, Federal Credit Union, Enterprise Bank, and Jeanne d'Arc Credit Union. They have all come right back in and supported us again this year.
That's great.
And then we also have a number of other different organizations, Lowell General and Mill City Environmental are our finish line sponsors, and this year our registration table sponsor is Tonneson and Company. So it's been great. We've got a lot of great support, and a local law firm, Curtis, is also sponsoring. Greg Curtis, his organization is sponsoring for the first time, because he said it's a great idea, let's help out. So
Are you still accepting sponsors?
we are still accepting sponsors. We are definitely taking on runners as well. So yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And there are so many different ways for people to get involved, whether it's donating their time or funds, participating in either of these events.
Absolutely. Right.
And
we have another great event coming up in September, and it's actually September 16th through the 23rd, and we call it our Pantry Raid. And the Pantry Raid is basically, what happens is they get a brown paper bag dropped off at their home. We're going to be conducting it in Lowell and Dracut for the fall and in the neighborhoods, and they're able to take that bag, fill it up with most needed items, and there is a list on the bag to help people know what we're looking for and what we need at the food bank to help our clients. So what we're doing is you get a week to get those bags dropped off in the neighborhood, and once you get the bag, fill it up. On Saturday the 23rd, we're going to be going into the area and picking them up. The time and information is right there on the bag. It couldn't be easier. We're not asking people to necessarily go to the market, but if they'd like to, and they have enough time, look and see what's on the list and get those items and put them in the bag. Or if you just have them in your cupboard, you got an extra jar of spaghetti sauce and you've got an extra box of pasta, include that, put that in, help us out.
I'm sure everyone has something in their cupboards that
Oh, yes.
they could give.
Even personal hygiene care items, things like that, toothbrush, toothpaste, any of those things are greatly needed. So.
That's great, because I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't necessarily think to donate that, and it's something that you usually have a spare of.
paper
Now-
products. must
Right,
be,
exactly. Paper products, toilet paper, paper towels, all those are always included and needed. Condiments, people don't even think, but just the extra things like the mayonnaise or the mustard that you might be putting on something would be a great help. So yeah, all of that, and also gift cards. We've had people that leave gift cards in with their bags or a check because they didn't have enough time to get out and shop, but they want to help.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
So there's all ways to do it.
And you mentioned the food goes to clients. Tell us about who the food bank serves and how it all works.
Yeah, so we're a warehouse and distribution center. We are the bank, so we have the space that we can, warehouse and stockpile the food. And we have member agencies, about 135 member agencies that come and shop on a regular basis at the food bank, and they serve, different agencies. It could be the Salvation Army, Lazarus House, Megan's House. They all come in and shop and get the food that they need to bring to their individuals that they're serving at their pantries or meal programs. And so that's our main focus. Well, that's a big part of what we do, and that's what everybody seems to know. But we also have a mobile pantry that serves individuals that may be shut-ins or elderly, some veterans that, you know, aren't able due to physical restraints to get to a pantry, so, or to a meal program. So we provide them with monthly drops from volunteers that, you know, coordinate that and package up the food for them. We also are working with the school children, and we have our Operation Nourish, and that'll be kicking off again come fall, and we're in 14 schools in the Lowell area, the Lowell Public Schools, and that's dropping off bags of food twice a month to kids to get them through a long weekend or just through the weekend, so that, you know, we know they're getting their breakfast and lunch at school, but weekends can be difficult. So it's supplemental, but it does help.
You really serve every aspect of the population that some people may not even think of, and
Right.
are a huge help.
Right, like our community market as well, where we're going out to the different housing authorities
Yeah.
once a week on Fridays, and, you know, doing basically a small, what am I trying to use the word? A farmer's market.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they're getting fresh produce and, you know, whatever else our warehouse manager has found that he thinks would be, you know, something that would help these people. Yeah, so it's great. You know, we are blessed that we're able to do it. We wish we didn't have to do it to the extent that we do, because, you know, if we could solve this problem a lot faster, that would be a much better place.
Yes, definitely.
How can people find out how to get involved, how to donate, and help in any way?
So they can call us at the food bank. It's 978-454-7272. Amy is our executive director, and myself as director of development, and Debbie Callery is our assistant director. Any one of us would be happy to talk with you and find out, you know, what your ideas are or how you feel you could help. We'd love that. And also, more information about the food bank is mvfb.org. That's our website. Very easy. Our initials, MerrimackValleyFoodBank.org.
And you guys are really active on social media. I know people can follow you there and see all the fun stuff you're doing.
Absolutely. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So yeah, so we're trying. We try and keep up with that. So
Awesome. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much for being here and joining us today.
thank you so much. We appreciate the opportunity to get our message out. So thank you.
We always love having you on because it's such an important message too.
Thank you again. Thank you and thank you.
And thank you for tuning into Chamber Chat. We will be back with our final segment.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Hi, we're back with our final segment of Chamber Chat TV. My name is Emma Brooks. I'm the Director of Member and Community Relations for the Greater Lowell Chamber of Commerce, and my co-host is
Amy Pessia, Executive Director at the Merrimack Valley Food Bank.
And we're really excited to have Darren Reese here of Zippy's Espresso Love. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Darren.
me. Thank you, Amy.
So can you tell us a little bit about Zippy's Espresso Love?
Yes, Zippy's Espresso Love is a coffee service company. We purchase Italian manufactured coffee espresso machines. Our machines will grind and brew a fresh cup of coffee or espresso. It'll also do a cappuccino, a latte, a mochaccino, which is coffee, chocolate, and milk. And our machines also do a fabulous hot chocolate.
I've had that hot chocolate, and it is fabulous. It's delicious.
I've had a few items from your machines as well at the Chamber Expo last year.
Oh, yes.
And I also want to acknowledge the donation that you made to the Food Bank's Grape Expectations fundraiser in May, where you offered samples of the delicious coffee and hot chocolate to our guests.
We had a wonderful time doing that. That was a great event. I was just speaking with Sue earlier, and I told her how fun that was. It was a really well-run event, and we had a great time.
Thank you. Tell us about how Zippy's is different from other coffee services that are in the area.
It's funny, I speak with my wife, Mrs. Zippy. We're known as Mr. and Mrs. Zippy to all of our customers. And she put it really well. She said that the big difference between us and everyone else is we're a small company. When you contact us, you're getting one of us. We're not a big conglomerate. So we're the ones out there that you'll see day in, day out. We pride ourselves on our service experience. Both of us have over 30 years of customer service or sales experience. So we love working with people, and part of our service is that, like I said, we want to get in and become part of the family. We love to hear any suggestions or comments that our customers have, and we will be glad to take action of it and see what we can do to make it a better experience for you.
That means a lot when people can call a phone number or send an email and get a response from somebody that they know.
Definitely.
And it's, they say, you're getting one or either Mrs. Zippy or myself each time. There's no one else.
And for anyone who doesn't know, you guys have your machines in different offices and businesses. You service them yourselves. Is there any office or business size that's ideal for you?
Yes, we do like to put our machines into a location that will do 300 plus cups a month. If you break that down, that's basically 15 cups a day. It's not that much. So it could take a small office as little as 7 or 8 people drinking 2 cups of coffee a day to reach that number. We have, I think, even a small office of 10 people. They were very concerned about meeting that number, and they far exceed it because they enjoy the coffee and the cappuccinos.
And there's so many different options. If you like one thing, you'll definitely find something else that you'll like and want to try on the machine.
And one of the things we do offer with our just besides the coffee is we offer the Zippy flavor bar. My wife puts this out. It's she supplies cinnamon and cocoa that you can put on your cappuccinos. She has flavored syrups, which are calorie-free, sugar-free, and gluten-free. So again, you can take your cappuccino, your latte, your coffee, and put a little raspberry in there, a little coconut in there, and mix it up. Make it however you want. Again, it's your drink. You make it how you want.
People must love that they're becoming mixologists while they're in the office, I'm sure.
They do. I love watching the people mix their coffees after I give it to them. They just sit there and, just said, they experiment, and they like, ooh, a little more of this, a little more of that, and they have fun.
I'm sure.
Yes.
How are the payments handled? Is it a monthly payment plan, and do you pay based on how many of the flavored syrups that you get? How does that work?
Well, in most locations, we like to have the machine set up so it's on a free vend. We put it in an office building where it's a employee perk. The employees get to go drink the coffee, much like the other coffee services that are available. Again, this is free for the employees. We also have it in a retail location where it's offered to the customers and to the employees, again, to improve their shopping experience. Then we can also do a full vending service. We have coin machines, a dollar bill reader on the machine, and we're now adding credit card readers. So it's a simple swipe of the credit card, or you can go contactless with your phone and just tap of the phone and away you go.
Wow.
So we have plenty of options in regards to payment, and with the different payment options, it allows us to offer different payment plans as well. Like I said, if someone wants to put it in on a vending process, but they want to supplement the cost so that their employees or customers aren't paying the full price, they can supplement the cost. So we're very flexible.
Are there any upcoming events that you have where people can try Zippy's machine?
Yes, lots of events. We just did the Italian Festival in Wakefield this last Saturday. We had a great time down there. Long day, a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun.
Lots of good food, I'm sure.
Yes, yes. And that's the best part of going to these festivals and fairs. But we also have, let's see, September 9th, we're doing Drake It Old Home Day. September 10th, we just signed up for the Reading Fall Festival. We'll be doing that one. We'll be doing the Greater Lowell Chamber Business Expo again in October.
Yeah, we love having you guys. You guys add so much to the tasting room. It's
That was
a huge draw.
a phenomenal event. Again, so many people came by to see us, and we heard that people were running to, once they heard about us, they came running, and that makes us happy.
I know, and we know you guys had a really long line there throughout the day.
Yes, which is fine. We don't mind. Then we also have a couple more events the end of October. There's both are being held over at the Lowell Elks on Ferry Road. One is a craft fair that will be selling coffee and letting people try it, and then also a 5K road race for scholarships.
Get their start now.
Get their start now, yes. We did that last year, and it was a great time, and again, we made sure we signed up to do that again.
Are you going to be running this year?
I will not be running this year.
No.
I injured my foot again, so I'm taking some time off.
So people will get to see you
Yes,
serving
I
behind
will.
the machine.
Yeah, instead of chasing me, they can come see me and get a coffee.
Awesome. Can you tell the story behind your logo? Because I love the logo that you guys have and the meaning behind it.
Well, the logo, my wife says she tailored it after me. She calls me her turtle. We bounced around a lot of different ideas and thoughts, and the turtle, it's all an oxymoron, where the Zippy's our turtle, slow but nice espresso or cappuccino in Zippy, he gets a zip around. Our tagline is put a little zip in your step. But yes, she designed that after me.
Love it. That's awesome. You should dress up like that at the Halloween 5K.
Trust me, she's trying to find a costume for me so I can stand out front and dance.
That doesn't surprise me. That's
No.
awesome. Of course it's for you, not for her.
Exactly.
How many businesses do you currently service, and you're able to take on several more with the two of you? handling
Yes, we are. Currently we own 20 machines. We have I believe 14 of them out there working in businesses, schools, and now we have 3 that we're using for events, and we're looking to put these in locations. I forgot to mention we're also doing Chelmsford High football games. We're at every home football game for Chelmsford High. We sell coffee and hot chocolate. The kids love our hot chocolate there. And we donated a portion of proceeds back to the Chelmsford All Sports Boosters.
That's so nice.
So this is our 5th year we'll be there, and again, another fun event that we love doing. So again, we do have machines available, and we are willing to put a machine in a location, let you try it for free, let you try some coffee for free, hopefully get you hooked on it.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, from there we'll take care of the rest.
And like you said, there's tons of opportunities for people to visit you at different events and try it out themselves and see how good it really is.
Yes, and they can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I believe Mrs. Zippy is updating everything on that to let everyone know where we are and where we can be found.
Awesome. And how else can people get in touch with you? Sorry, to interrupt.
On our website, zippysespressolove.com. Like I said, we have everything about the machines in our business on the website. Our phone number is on there, so they can feel free to contact us anytime if they have any questions.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you want the viewers to know about Zippy's before we sign off?
So much. I'm so passionate about our business, I could talk forever about it. I try not to get too pitchy because it's our business. We love it and we love doing it. So the only thing I can say is, yes, come try our coffee. Come mention that you saw us, and we'll be glad to let you try a cup of coffee. And like I said, we know that you'll enjoy the coffee, and we know that you'll enjoy our service on top of it.
Excellent.
Definitely.
Folks can try the coffee at this year's Chamber Expo.
Yes.
Which is at the Chelmsford Radisson on October
17th.
17th.
From 12 to 5. It's free and open to the public, so anyone's welcome to come try the delicious coffee and hot chocolate and the different food from all the other vendors that'll be in the tasting rooms.
I highly recommend it.
We're really excited. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Darren, for being here.
Thank you.
And we'll be back next month with another episode of Chamber Chat.